What is up, everybody? It is good to get back in the studio today to check out the Saturator module within the Toybox Nano Pack 2 library. And I'm just going to start searching Nano Saturator, and I'm just going to pull up the basic Saturator, not the oversampled Saturator, but the basic one. You will find that there will be some versions oversampled with oversampled versions, and there's a reason for that because it'll actually add additional oversampling beyond the already built-in infinite linear oversampling, which already reduces many of what are called aliasing artifacts, which can be common with distortion, sort of digital distortion plugins. It's getting really geeky, but basically aliasing can tend to be an unwanted distortion character many times. So with less aliasing, you tend to get more what are known as more realistic sounding distortions to some. So anyway, this is the Saturator module, and I'm just going to insert this. We're going to do it after the mixer and before the plate. So I'm just going to chuck in the audio path there. I'm going to go out of the Saturator and into the vintage plate. And we have, there's the Saturator. You can see the waveform more or less doing exactly what it's doing, coming right out of the two sines. So there's absolutely nothing happening just yet. And then if I add some gain, you can see that slowly adds a number of harmonics into the signal, which you can not only see using this scope, but I have also a frequency analyzer down here, which you can see also react to the signal as well. So as I continue to add gain, it's adding more and more and more harmonics into the spectrum. So I'm going to play around also with some of these controls. We have a built-in filter, which then calms everything down again after the saturation has already been applied. There's an asymmetric control, which controls the amount of asymmetry. This might obviously react differently to different kinds of content. Right now, this is just a simple sine wave. And then a level control to control the amount of level happening there in the mix. And then a overall mix control. So if I had lots of harmonics, and then use the mix control to add all of those back in. Especially nice on the lower frequencies because you can tell with, I mean, you probably have to have headphones to hear this, but you can hear it. Just a couple of sine waves mixed together on, you know, one of the lower notes here. And then as soon as you start adding saturation, you can all of a sudden hear a lot more of that note. So we have the gain control, we have the filter control, we have the asymmetry control. We have the level control. Sets the amount of smoothing in the wave folder. And then a mix control, which is the blend between the dry and wet signals. So Very, very cool. And, you know, I'm only using this on a couple of sine waves, so here's it off. Here's where I started. Pretty simple sine wave mix, only a little bit of movement. You know, maybe it sounds like an organ to some ears. And just a little reverb on top. That's it. That's where I started from, and then here's where I wound up. If we add a little more reverb. And the Saturator module is adding some nice saturation to this very simple sine wave mixture. And I can't wait to explore additional saturation types. And I can't wait to use some of these methods in the future to sculpt synth sounds that I want, either with the waveforms themselves or with applying effects to the waveforms. So yep, can't wait to dig in even more. Until next time.